Oh, Jesus. Oh, as you can probably see, well, as you can probably tell by the time, it's quite early. It's probably just gone 7, by 7, 20 past 7, something like that. Right, what am I doing up? Oh, not early up this early in the morning. Right, heading up to Stockton-on-Tees this morning. Pick an engine up for that project of mine out the bike. So, yeah, I'm pretty, oh, Jesus, bright. I can see me in there, it's knackered, tired. So, just waiting for my lift to turn up. As soon as she gets here, I can hit the road and go put this bloody engine up. Oh, I'm invited to vent it this time in the morning. Anyway, let's see what happens. See if we find traffic after the incident was on the M1 yesterday. Hopefully that's all gone. I'm going to try and avoid that area as much as possible, I think, around Nottingham. But yeah, we'll see what happens, see how it goes. Oh, let's get on with it. Right, let's go. Oh dear. Right. Plan. Try to put the engine in. It's been interesting. Try and separate this out of the way now and lift that into there. It's going to be I'm hoping it's not going to be too difficult. Right. Be an easier way. Nearly. Stuff in the way. Want to go that way. Yep, black ones. What I'm trying to do now is get the bolt in. Get more bolt on the floor. Twist you around a little bit. Seems to be falling over. Right, there we go. Right. Whew, that wasn't as as bad as I thought it was going to be. Honestly. This one goes. Let's see what we'll do. This one goes right at the very front. Just slots things up into the engine, like so. I'll use a bit of foam before. This is a bit crusty, but I think I said before that bit there, it's all being replaced anyway, so I'm not overly worried about that at the minute. I need that alley key. Slide this back in. I need to rock the edge over. Some sort of you know when you put bolts down and then you can't reach them. That's that one. And then I've got to twist it down. That's that one. That's the wrong one. Slightly longer. That'll be the one that goes in there then. That's it. That. I'm not going to bolt this in like really tight. There's no point. Like I said, it's coming back out again. It's only to really get this in so that I can see where everything's going to sit, to be fair. That's about it. There's not going to be a lot of messing around on this one. That's on the back of there just to hold that. I'll put a knot on the back of just to hold that one in place. Simple. This is when you're doing stuff like this, you need an extra pair of hands all the time. And considering there's only me, splendid. Now what I can do is rock this back onto there. And the same on this side. Right, a bit more humping. Obviously must have gathered I picked up an engine. Like I said, all I've done is I've pushed, you see that, all I've done is just pushed these Allen keys through. They're a perfect size for these holes. No, they're not staying. But it's not going to fall out, which is the main thing. I just wanted to get it sat in the right place, and I know it's in the right place like that. The only other thing is, not really see, it's too dark. No, there's a lot of you will know. There's a basically it's one of these. One of them sits in the front here. Holds the front engine in place. There's one for the other side, which is right, that one. So I've got to put this one in. Not sure how you get that in there, to be honest. Bit of fiddling going on to get that in there. I might have had to put that on first. It's not going to fall out anyway, that's the main thing. It's literally just to sit in there so I know roughly where everything's going to sit. So I'll put them nuts and bolts to one side. The next thing is put the other few bits and pieces on, and then that's it. That's that in then, and we'll go from there. Right. Let's sit you around somewhere so you can, everybody can see. I'll go back around this side of the. There we go. If I put you. There. Twist you around. There we go. Twist it up a bit actually. Right. Obviously won't be there, but I'm just going to keep it there out of the way for a minute. Okay. Might just drop a strap over the top of that to stop it. It shouldn't rock forward, it should fly in there. Oh, that's the carbs. That's this side. Screwdriver. Got it. Oh. This side, we'll go on there. Oop. One then. Small key just to tighten over with. Wrong size. That one. Just stop them from sliding off for now. Just tighten these up. Get these on, tighten them up. That's that one. Right, the other side. Need a just need a bit of that one's gone. Can't seem to. That one doesn't want to go in. Nice and loose. It's a little bit tight. Probably do a little bit of rubber lube on it to be fair. Oh, it's gone now. Bit of a wiggle. I'm just going to nip this one up as well. I'm not going to bother doing the other ones up, there's no point. So that's all. Make sure that's all. It's not sat square properly, so I'll sort them out in a sec. I just want to make sure that one sits square. one doesn't want to sit in the right place. Why do you not want to sit in the right place? Try that again. Ah, that's got it. I see, it's just not stuck quite square. Is there a reason? Yeah, that was the same as well, that was not quite that square. That's how one seemed to be. Right, there we go. We've got some sort of idea what's going on. I haven't put these in yet. I need to put these in. I'm not going to do it now. I can't remember how these go in, to be fair. I'll worry about it. Right, I haven't put them in yet, but I will put them in. Just want to get that in the right place. Basically, I'll have a bit of a tie up in a bit. The old clutch cover, nicely been drilled out and routed out, and that's quite cool. Quite like that. So I don't know if you see that. It's pretty cool. The guy gave it to me, so obviously drilled all these out. Quite like that. Get this in the right place. Once it's down in there. Yeah, keep it for a bit. Oh, he might have been running the hydraulic clutch on this actually. Quite possible. Oh, I just don't have the spaces. I can't remember. I'll worry about side casing coming out. The side casing will go on the side of that's up the way. Right, this is basically why I've had a few issues. Well, not issues, but basically I haven't been able to do anything. It's because I haven't had an engine. But now I've got an engine in. It's a B6, Bandit 6, running GSX 750 carbs. Oh, GSX-R 750 cams, sorry. I am running open filters. The reason it is running open filters is because these have been tuned to run open filters. The guy that did it has had it on a dyno, as far as I'm aware. So these carbs run with this engine. Anybody that's got a V6 thinks that you can just slap them on and rejet it. Think again, they're a pain in the ass. You can't, it's not possible. I've done it, I've fucked around, can't be bothered with it, not going to do it again. It's a nightmare. So that's the reason I went for this engine, because I know the engine, I know the guy that owned it, and I know that these carbs will run on this engine, so that's fine. There's no issues there. Plenty of clearance in the top, which is quite good. There's a little bit more than what there is on a 12, because only, bear in mind, that's only a 6. What else? Alright, you can see now, I'll hold that there, you can see now the gap I've got here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, like I said to you before, the tank is going to come in front of them, down, bit of a kick on the bottom, curve on the bottom, and it's going to come back up, and it's going to sit on top of that rail. Okay, so it will come across, so it will follow the line of this basically, across, up, come round like that, and it'll probably come straight, a little bit like that, or a bit of a curve in it, come up, straight up, inside of this rail here, and I'll probably come up an inch or so, and bearing in mind you've got the backbone that'll be sitting here, so I'll be able to come up inside of that, and I can go across, obviously back down the inside of that one, and then it will come up the back of here. So you can see it's not going to be an overly massive tank, but it should carry, I reckon, 10 plus litres, which should be more than enough for what I want to do. I've got over there a 5 litre jerry can, which can go on here anyways as like a reserve tank. But now you can see the direction I'm going in. You can see where the tank's going to sit. I couldn't do any of this without actually having the bike in front of me or having the engine in the frame, as it would just be too much. The other thing is look, I've now got CDI. I can work where the CDI is going. I can put the battery in place. I can do, you know, bits and pieces of wiring and what have you. So now it's starting to come together. Front end I'm not worried about for the minute. The front end will be something different. Again, everything is starting to come to the point of where now I can see what is happening, what we've got going on. You know, like the swing arm. I couldn't do anything until I got a swing arm. I now have a swing arm. Yes, it's a 600 swing arm and a 1200 frame, but that swing arm's not staying. It's being cut up. It's having one made. So it's a waiting game when you start building things. But yeah, it is starting very, very slowly, starting to come together now. That's it. The next biggest thing will be after Christmas. Will be the tubing and starting the seating area and starting the backbone and the seat. Once I've got the backbone, the seat, and the ribs and everything on, I can then start putting the electrics into place. Or in fact, I can start putting some of the electrics into place already, because I know roughly where they're going to sit. Like this, for instance, I can make the little tabs up. This little box, this little tabs. I can make the tabs up for that to sit into place. So that will sit there. I've got, I don't know where they've gone now. Let's do down here. See, coils. I've got my coils. These aren't the coils that are going to be on here, but these are just, I can use these for mock-up, you see. I can feed, put that through there like that. I can feed that through. I can have that sat there. Slightly further back so I can get to it. Yeah. So that one will sit there, you see, between the battery. So that's where that one will go. This one will go on. I can get it on. Excuse the camera a minute. Feed that through there. There's some. That will go on the other side, which means there's enough room. If you look, put the battery in the middle. CDI unit. I can put the CDI unit in the centre. Run the cables off to each coil, whatever. Run it round. Switch panel will be in the. I'm going to have a switch panel in the side, but it'll be quite cool because that'll all be made, so you can just get to a little box there with just ignition and stuff on. That panel on that side will flip up. What else? And just the on the back of that panel that sits in there, it will be, because that will probably sit that way around, to be fair, so I can get to it. On the back of that panel will be the solenoid and stuff, which is all here. You know, half of this won't be used. I mean, they're the plugs for electrics. That's all for your clocks and bits and pieces. Ignition is there somewhere. Headlight, but a few of the bits and pieces that are all in amongst that lot. That's all going. Fuse box and bits and pieces, that can all stay. That will all get put into place when the rest of it gets put in, when the box gets made for electrics. You know, it's ongoing. But I'm not gonna. Oh, pick that up. I'm not gonna worry about that for a minute. I say I can start placing things into the places where I think they're going to fit, where they're going to work. You know, there's a fuse box to put in. Battery will be in the centre, like I said. Fuse box to go in. What else have we got? What comes after the fuse box? Oh, solenoid. That's it. Fuse box, solenoid. Run the wires out for the headlight. That's it. There's nothing else. Basic, simple, easy. Yeah, right. I'm gonna stop waffling. You lot start getting bored of me. There you go. That's it. Engine in, done, sorted. Catch you on the next one.